So we got to talk about this drama, and I say that respectfully because it's so sad to see two sisters fight so publicly. Of course, I'm talking about Britney Spears and Jamie Lynn. So yesterday, Britney's lawyer served Jamie Lynn with a cease and desist letter demanding that she stop talking about Britney during her book tour. Jamie Lynn recently spoke on a podcast about the book and recalled the time back when she was 12. Britney took a knife and locked them both in a room. Take a listen.
That was an experience I went through, and it was really scary. I felt really unsafe. I think it's important that I say that because I didn't understand it. I was a kid. I just knew I felt really scared.
So in a now deleted post, Britney wrote about coming home after her breakup with Justin Timberlake. She noticed how Jamie Lynn was being waited on by their mom, who was messed up on pain medication after splitting from their dad. Britney ended the post saying she should have slapped both of their bleeping faces. And Britney's lawyer is also claiming $30 million of her money was spent to keep her conservatorship going, and that her dad, Jamie, took $6 million over 13 years. Now, according to TMZ, Jamie Lynn is disturbed by Britney's recent posts and thinks her sister is spiraling out of control. Tori, what do you make of all this drama?
All right, let me first say this, Sam. Clearly, and Erica said it, I think, a couple days ago, therapy, deep counseling needs to be had. I'm not saying this is okay. I'm not saying everything is normal, but I am saying this. I am very happy that the Britney Spears camp is becoming more litigation heavy. I feel like she's been trampled on for so long because she had inexcusable ill representation that her father hired. She's finally getting out, like telling Jamie Lynn to quit talking about her. She's reaching about the money. Everybody was like, follow the money. So I am glad Britney Spears is getting to the bottom of it. I think you're gonna see a lot of abuse, and I think you're gonna see things that will shock you. Do I think that she's okay? And do I think you should slap someone? No, but guess what? There's a lot of anger after never saying anything. I mean, she said zero for almost a decade. So I understand an explosion as well, but therapy and counseling needs to be had.
I cannot get over how much of this is true. Like, that's what's so mind-boggling. And I mean, I have admitted this. I've apologized for it. Like, I did not believe, my mind would not allow me to believe the depths of how deep this goes.
With Britney.
With Britney.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth is so much stranger than fiction. I think a lot of people are in that boat. Like, you just could not comprehend where this was going. But yesterday, I read that since deleted post, and I can understand. I was reading it, and my husband walked in, and I was like, slap the mama and the sister. And he was like, who? And I'm like, have you been keeping up with this Britney Spears story? And I'm not laughing. I'm simply saying, like, for Jamie Lynn at this point, like, I can understand. Britney is saying that Jamie Lynn was 12 years old. She had her own series where she was starring on Nickelodeon. She did not have a full body of work. So that indicates that the Britney Spears name, and I won't even say name, machine, had something to do with her success at that time in her life. Now, I've also been like, Jamie Lynn did not exactly have unicorns and fairies for a while because she was very publicly talked about for quite a long time as a young woman. But you can't say, I'm going to have this book coming out at this time and talk about my sister while also saying my sister needs help and is spiraling out of control. Your sister, as in Britney Spears, should not have to send you a cease and desist to be like, hey, stop profiting off my name. You've been doing this for decades. So there's a lot of inconsistencies here.
Al, do you agree with Erica?
I do, but I think it goes back. I mean, yes, the cease and desist I think that's almost like just par for the course, but we need to go back to the beginning. This seems like a family that has been in some sort of dysfunction from day one.
Yep.
And that's saying where, money doesn't help your problem, it just exacerbates them. I mean, are they not the walking, living embodiment of that statement? I mean, this family, it seemed the father, the daughter, the mother, it seems like there's substance abuse issues, there's mental health issues, it looks like maybe some embezzlement issues, some dirty business tactic issues, then just plain old sister beef, which is in a lot of households on top of all this. But then you put decades of hate and resentment and distrust and mistrust on top of it. And I think we arrive here, and it's really sad.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to give Jamie Lynn the benefit of the doubt here. I don't know all the details. I know she's an adult, so I don't condone everything, but there's always two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. Yes, I believe that Britney Spears has been a victim of abuse. However, I also think that considering what we've learned about their parents, knowing that Jamie Lynn was also at a very young age pushed into the camera and making money, and who knows what they told her about Britney or how they raised her. I'm learning more and more that your children model your own behavior. So the two culprits that I blame here are the parents.